A South County author, illustrator, and longtime phys ed teacher hopes to inspire others with her latest book, Corwin and Friends, We Can Do It. And joining me this morning is Frenchtown Elementary School teacher Christine Carr. Welcome, Christine.
Thanks for having me.
Chris, tell me a little bit about yourself, first off, so the audience can get to know you.
Well, I'm a PE teacher in East Greenwich at Frenchtown Elementary School. Mother of three, 22-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and it'll be my 30th year teaching at Frenchtown this coming September, which is pretty crazy to even imagine. So
you've been teaching for almost 30 years. What inspired you to write this book?
Basically, the idea that all children, need the helpful tools to get through the challenges of life. We have to be able to cope. The challenges inevitably will come. In my classroom, it's usually some sort of sport-related skill or any type of technique that's new to them. And the gut instinct of most young children is to quit.
Yep.
So how do I foster this idea that you have to give it your best, you have to work through the tools and help yourself out to get to the other side? So I thought it would be a fun way to take the character Corwin and his friends. The setting is based in a PE class, and the task at hand is hula hooping.
And he's an adorable little guy here. Is he a bunny?
He is a bunny, long-haired bunny. My sister actually about 3 years ago had nudged me to kind of tap into my artistic ability. I've always been involved in sports, athletics, and with PE teaching, coaching, but she was convinced I had some artistic talent that was untapped. So I started with that. That came into a little card company, some different merchandise, and then eventually I think we could utilize this little guy and his friends to get a bigger, broader audience for a positive message.
And a lot of some of the characters in your book, I know that we had spoken and you had mentioned that they were inspired by a number of your students, different people in your life, so you're really making a correlation with the two of those.
Yeah, the names of the teachers, so we had a principal, we have a custodian that comes in, an art teacher. They were all taken from teachers in my life that had influence. My first coach, one of my favorite principals, my second grade teacher, and certainly the messaging that goes in is we have to be able to laugh at ourselves. It's fun in the book where we have some of those adults showing that they're vulnerable, that they don't know how to do something, and with a little dose of humor and the perseverance to sort of hit the reboot button. Give yourself the grace and the forgiveness to know that nobody has all the answers. It will be challenging, but what can we do in that moment to sort of get the job done?
Yeah, I think laughing at yourself is a great quality to have, and I think we could all do that a little bit more. I feel like that's something that I struggle with.
Certainly.
Being able to find humor in some of your mistakes at times.
Absolutely.
What's the feedback been like so far?
The feedback has been great. I've gotten a bunch of letters from, some emails and actually letters from some teachers in East Greenwich that have used the book up at the upper level at Eldridge. I just had a walk with a friend that teaches down in South Kingstown. They're using the wording, this is hard, but not too hard, and I can do it. They did a little activity where they made a paper toolbox and they worked on things such as perseverance, hard work. Those words sound so easy coming out of us, but at the same time, when hard work arrives, it's tough. But I did get a nice message recently, right at the holiday time, that their son was struggling a little bit with this concept of not being good at something immediately. And reading this book has really helped because the messaging makes sense. They see the issue right there, and they recognize that it will take an effort, it will take energy, and even us as adults, myself, how many things that I have to shine the light on my own self when I'm unskillful, when something comes out that I'm not that great. I tend to correlate so much to my own life, to athletics in a game. I take it seriously, but also, I'd much rather put the uniform on, get in knowing I'm going to make mistakes, knowing that I'm going to fall, but getting back up and giving children that opportunity to see it in a setting like a PE class at Frenchtown School, to really understand that it's okay to not know. Nobody knows on day one, but through effort and recognizing the people in your world that are willing to help, you have to be coachable. You have to have an attitude that is ready to take on challenges.
Yep.
Because that's sort of what this life is all about. So if I can give them that information without them feeling bad, to recognize, hey, I've never had a bad student. I've had thousands of students, but I've had a bunch of kids that have chosen the wrong choice, and that choice can get you stuck. And if you realize, hey, I can change that behavior, the scenario is totally different.
Well, I love the idea of promoting positivity, and you're also the author of a 2010 book, Mother Days, about the challenges and joys of raising 3 kids. I think I can relate to that, as well as maintaining a career. And your books, they're available in local bookstores as well as on Amazon.com.